Welcome to Land's computer. It's one small grid with some squares. But now we're going to the actual internet. Also, there's a soccer ball wallpaper because he plays soccer, I guess. Or if he could just be one of those guys who puts that up just purely because it's sports based. Also, hi Glide. You are a weird aberration in this entire setup because you're a Navi based off of a character in Mega Man Legends.
I, I guess that's weird.
Well, no, because here's the thing. All the other Navis specialized, other than very specific ones that are Battle Network only. Because not every Navi in this game is based off of a Robot Master. Some of our very original creations. There are only references specifically to Mega Man and very, very few to Mega Man X. Glide has Mega Man Legends there for some odd reason, and he's just an aberration. It's weird, and we never go much into Glide either. So I don't know why they did that. Plus, Glide in Mega Man Legends is a jerk, a complete jerk, but this one is just polite and boring. So I really don't understand the decision. But
I don't want it to reference everything.
well, I guess. But the problem with that is that, well, I guess expectations. Because trust me, as when I was on Mega Man, when I was just getting into Mega Man, like I just started really getting into the series and everything, and then I decided, okay, the people on my page told me to try Battle Network after doing all of that. I'm like, all right, fine. Already completely on a Mega Man lore high. Seeing it being reworked into stuff like this it was great. But I just had to wonder again, what was the deal with Legends and then never doing that kind of stuff again? It just, with everything else, it just seemed weird.
You heard the rumor of the very definitely cancelled game that Nintendo's reviving?
No, what's that?
There's a rumor that there's a very definitely cancelled game that Nintendo's reviving.
Oh,
And
that's
it's specifically the fact that it was publicly cancelled and would be a surprise to come back. And everyone
yeah,
is
but it's
thinking,
only a rumor.
well, a substantial rumor.
Oh, okay.
And everyone is thinking, okay, so if it's not scalebound, it's Mega Man Legends 3.
But isn't that? But that's Capcom's deal.
Yeah. And when they're saying that it's like they got to work with another company to revive a game.
Ooh, that turns out to be something incredibly obscure that nobody would.
Well, no, because it was like they said something that implied that the cancellation was public and well known, so it wouldn't be some random thing.
People are probably going to say that or X9.
A bunch of people are saying Earthbound, even though none of the Earthbound games were cancelled.
It's weird. Also, huge issue with the internet, but I guess we'll have to deal with this. The thing in the shops here, HP memories, is just adding memory to your Navi so you have more HP. And then power-ups, self-explanatory. But here's the problem with the internet. For the first game, everywhere looks the same. It is so bland and so annoying because they really wanted to make this a maze for some odd reason. Just later on in Internet Area 2 and 3, there will just be parts with dead ends with no specific reason other than the fact that maybe some items or money in the crystals can spawn in those areas. But those long and winding areas are still long and winding. Just unnecessarily. It is so dumb. It is so dumb. Of course, they fix it immediately once the sequel comes out. But you just have to deal with it in this game, and it is It is bad,
So
but
the entirety of the internet changes between Mega Man Battle Network 1 and 2.
well, I'd put that less on a lore thing and just on a design decisions thing.
Well, obviously, I'm just making a joke.
Well, yeah. So yes. So it's it's a reason why I don't. Well, other than the fact that I don't readily go back to RPGs, it's just like there is one point where I played Mega Man, this game, one, and it was. What is with me? Why am I not dodging? Oh, I guess. Well, I'll get into that later. But whatever. The thing is, I played this. I got to one point in the story where the puzzle, I didn't truly understand it. And because of that, I got stuck, and it was so frustrating because the puzzle penalizes you for taking too long. And I just said, you know what, I don't care. It was so frustrating that I just like, I do not care anymore. And so I just looked up the ending and then went to Battle Network 2. Because I did like the gameplay. And then
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
Let me bring this close to my mouth. I mean, to my speaking, I don't know what to say, but yeah, fixing my mic. Going back to play Mario Bros. 1, or at the very least, going back to play Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, which is a fantastic game. And I realizing, oh wow, Mario 1's mechanics are so different than they are in Mario Maker. People kept saying, man, we need Mario 1 physics back. No,
oh no,
we don't.
Mom is trying to make hotcakes. Now they're too hot.
Yeah, she made hot instead of no. I was trying to make a joke, but I don't know where I was
Oh, I'm
going
sure.
with it.
I'm very sure of that.
I mean, you can tell it's a joke I've made because it's dumb.
Yep. But how could this be? Totally not evil, guy. Just check the system.
And so you're supposed to jack into the burning stuff.
Yeah. The stove has a side thing that you can just jack into, which is still dangerous. You know,
Yeah, I'm
it's
thinking
on fire.
The wires can just short circuit at any time. But yeah, Mario 1, Mario falls like he's 10,000. Mario falls like he's Link in Brawl, and the screen is really up close, and
He's surprisingly fast.
jumping off springs is really weird. Like there's just so much odd things about Mario 1's physics. Where someone said that basically all the modes generally use New Super Mario Bros. U physics. And you know what? That's perfectly fine by me. New Super Mario Bros. Has perfect physics. The game has perfected 2D Mario has perfected its physics. I don't mind that it's using the newest game's physics. When it comes to pure platforming, Mario is pretty much the A plus. When it comes to level design, you might say other things, but just the platforming alone.
Because I was going standard. I was going through Game Grumps' playthrough of the game. And I was like, wow, this is it's Super Mario Bros. U. I mean, I was like, wow, this is actually much easier and just than I thought. Not only just much easier, but kind of more just fundamentally based than I thought.
The thing is that Mario, ever since, I want to say ever since New Super Mario Bros., but maybe earlier, they really have This Is Mario now, where the level will be easy and the challenge comes from the star coins.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there have been challenging star coins, but even some of the star coins, just like,
I don't know,
just gave it to
like,
you, man.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that, but
No, the apocalypse has happened.
Oh wow, I thought you'd think that's.
Well, Mega Man's dead.
That's a really short game.
But luckily, Totally Not Evil Man has specifically contacted us Whereas in a situation where he kept his mouth shut, we would have never known it was him.
It's very convenient.
Yeah, it's just there's a lot of. Let's just say that terrorist
So wait,
organizations.
why
get
are they
pretty
telling
easy.
him? Why is he?
He's just bragging at this point.
Okay.
But the thing is,
Wow, this
here's
is the exact same pace as the bad guy reveal in Pokemon X and Y.
Oh boy. But here I'm thinking, oh, and we're locked in. That actually deals with a lot of things with the terrorist stuff. The terrorists like get away with this stuff way too easy. Like way too easy, and also that looks like a thing filled with water on the thing on the counter. But no, instead we need to go and find Lan's squirt gun somewhere. Because
Okay.
yeah, water gun. Just
somehow
that work.
having
Instead
enough water to
of
put
turning
out
on, instead of turning on the sink, I guess fire is over where the sink. That is some
That's
high
not a
pump
squirt
action.
gun.
No,
He has
it's-
his own flood.
But yeah. The thing is with the terrorist organizations that they get away with their stuff way too easily. However, the consequences of what they get away with are played straight. The oven fires have burnt down houses, and just like with the doors locked and everything. So it is implied that either, just constant property damage or people have died thanks to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that sort of brings a little dissonance, but it also gets certain interesting things later. Spoiling a bit of like one standout thing in the second game. When you fight Bubble Man, or is it third game? Either second or third, I forget. He specifically gives like washing machines that shoot out just like bubbles made out of weird chemicals that are highly explosive, but they blow up to be really huge, and so whenever someone uses a washing machine, they're trapped in it, and it will eventually explode and kill them. And it has happened before. So, it's kind of... Ugh.
Yeah, it's heavy stuff.
But yes, fortunately, I mean, we found the cause of the problem, as in the very specific cause of the problem. Fireman.
So yeah, it can't just be that a stove lights on fire. Someone has to be specifically inside that stove at this very moment, being a virus to make the stove light
Well,
on fire.
the thing is that if it's there's an oven control program, because that's the issue with this society. A lot of these things are very heavily wired into programs. So it's the stuff to keep the fire going no matter what.
It seems like a stupid society.
Oh, trust
Then
me.
again, we're a
That-
stupid society, so...
Trust me, the point that there is one point in Battle Network 3 where it turns out that the army's battle tanks have their own computer systems.
Yeah, you've told me this.
So yeah, let's just say that they truly do there are a lot of benefits that came with this whole societal change thing, but oh man, do the cons really show themselves in the games sometimes.
What do X panels do?
X panels just get rid of the panel in front of you, which for tracking attacks actually just renders them useless. Like that. He was about to do a fire tower attack, as I knew he would, and I just positioned myself in front of the X panels. There's a lot of real-time strategy in this, and I love this game. You can also directly hurt somebody with an X panel, kind of like how I used the Me Tool attack. But it's part of the game. Let's just say it's made easier if you have the steel chips, because you're basically lowering the other person's range of movement. And it's not like steel chips are special chips where you can only have like 5 in your folder like some other chips are. There, you can, I think you can get some steel chips pretty easy. So for a lot of these virus stuff, early game, just hope you get the steel chips in the random lineup, and then you'll pretty much already have an advantage.
Right.
Of course, unlike with our previous fight with Gutsman, this was an actual fight instead of just like a practice net battle. So Fireman is officially deleted.
Yeah, so he's just dead.
Yes.
Nice.
However, you can have one. Well, they say one, but I guess not really. You can have backups of navis. In case you're deleted. But of course, that A would take up a lot of space, and B would require reconstitution and reprogramming, and that I'm sure that takes more time and smarts. But you can have backups.
Yeah, okay.
And he literally just said, soon war will start and you'll be dead. Have fun with that. But it turns out that he was setting the ovens on fire to find a special fire program that he needs. And our oven just so happens to have the one he wants.
That's convenient.
Well, considering our
So
dad
it's
is
like
a
Harry
famous
Potter.
scientist,
What if
maybe he
Neville
programmed
Longbottom?
it in there.
Oh, I guess that makes sense then. Never mind.
Yep. But, yeah. So, Fireman can come back because he has backup data. But for right now, he's gone. Of course, there's one specific point in Mega Man Battle Network 4 that sort of turns this on its head. Doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I guess there's nothing stopping you from making multiple backups. You just would really need a lot of space for that. Not a good pun, Lan. Not a good pun.
Stupid.
Don't worry, that doesn't reverse the entire game. But, yeah, so we're all just dealing with this little crisis. Yeah, let's just go out and play, don't need the thing, fire's gone, all that stuff.
So go out and play is basically you going to see the fallout that the damage did.
Well, no. Well, that's sometimes, because after certain crises, you do see...
Well, I mean in that specific time.
Oh, well, no, not this time. It really is a crisis averted, go do something else for a while until the next quest starts up.